We are greeting you today from a beautiful home of Charles Pelshaw and his wife Kristen, and we are here to see some amazing Christmas trees. But let's first meet our host.
Welcome to my home. I'm Chuck Pelshaw. My Christmas trees are really a passion that I have that I've developed over my life. I'm actually a pediatric physiatrist or pediatric rehab physician, and I work at Children's Hospital of Michigan. This is just kind of my side interest, but I'm just hoping to share that with you today. All of my interest started when I was about 8 years old, and I started to be involved with a Polish folk dance group. And at Christmas time, the teacher of the group, Marcia Lewandowski, introduced us to making some Christmas ornaments. Then in 1988, when I was in college, I had the opportunity to go to the Jagiellonian University in Kraków. Daily, I would go to the main rynek or city square in Kraków, where I would go to the Sukanica and always look for Christmas objects. So I had the fortunate opportunity to find a whole bunch of these little egg pitchers, which I purchased at the Sukanica, and also a whole bunch of straw ornaments. A lot of them have kind of faded, but I can tell them, the original ones, because they have a pale pink tying on the straw. This tree is a traditional peasant style of Polish Christmas tree.
But how traditional is it really?
Well, it consists of a lot of paper, straw, eggshells, and opłatek that are made into Christmas ornaments, or the Christmas wafer that we use at Vigilia. So all of these, like this egg here of the Holy Family, this is an egg blown out with then paper cutouts added to it. And obviously the various other things, the porcupines. So of the ornaments you see on the tree, these large porcupine or Polish stars, some people call them, I made, as well as the fans that are on the tree. The rest of the ornaments really have come from Poland. Some of my favorite ornaments are also my opłatek ornaments. So this is made, this świat, or the world, is made out of opłatek, or a holy wafer. And there's numerous forms like this as well. Obviously very, very delicate and difficult to store.
My favorite is probably this one. I really love
With
these
the kogut
cutouts. Yes.
I do.
Is it Łowicz region?
It's Łowicz region, yes.
Yeah, it's an amazing tree, and we can have a look also at the skirt, which would not be traditional Polish. I don't know if there is a tradition of actually using skirts for Christmas tree, maybe now, but if we look at it, and I know, because you told me before, that this embroidery is also done by you, and it's amazing. Because it's one of many, many talents which you have. It's really, truly amazing what you can do.
My passion began based on my heritage. I have really only one grandparent that was born in Poland. My father's side isn't Polish at all, just my mother's side. And so my mom enrolled my sister and I in Polish folk dance. And so at age 8, I developed this interest, and I've kind of kept that going through most of my life, given a number of years when I was in medical school and starting a family. I took a break from some of this, but I always had it in my heart and want to continue with not only my children, but also sharing it with other people.
I know that you traveled to Poland quite a few times. Did you have a chance to visit the place where your ancestors were born?
So I've been to Poland 16 times, and I've had the opportunity on several occasions of actually visiting the places where my grandparents, great-grandparents were born. My grandmother was born in a very small village on the eastern border of Poland to near the Białowieże forest. And then my other side of the family is from around Krasnik Lubelski, and we visited the village of Zarajec, where my family was born there as well. And I've had the opportunity to take my daughters there, which has been really quite a special moment. That I have a couple of friends from Poland, and they've told me that I'm more Polish than they are because of my passion for Polish culture and heritage.
I'm not surprised at all. Even your dogs have this beautiful Polish name, Hejno and Krak. This beautiful, traditionally decorated Christmas tree, it's not the only Polish Christmas tree you have at your house.
Correct. I have another tree which I'll be glad to show you next.
Oh, let's go. Wow, what an amazing Christmas tree.
So this is my more modern glass bulb tree from Poland. And I have about 24 different regions of ornaments from Poland. And how I've decorated it from essentially north to south. That is, the north of Poland, around the Baltic. Kashubi is a big region in that area. So I have traditional ornaments from Kashubi. And then moving down from east to west, I have a number of various ornaments, obviously about 300 or 400 ornaments on this tree, all of which are from Poland. Some of my most favorite ornaments on this tree I've collected over the years. As a young child or as a teenager, I collected some of the very bottom, these bumki type ornaments that I purchased here in the United States. And then I purchased an initial group in the 90s from a small shop in Kraków called Salik. And then the vast majority of my ornaments have come from a Christmas tree shop in Warsaw called Bomkarnia. For example, one of my favorite, or a few of my favorite ornaments, but one of my favorites is here. This is from Łowicz, and it represents, again, the embroidery from the Łowicz region on the front, black with roses. And then the back of it is traditional Łowicz, the striped look of the striped material that's part of the costumes. That side, the far side of the tree, has ornaments and a lot of other costume figures from like Kurpie and Lublin and Podlasie, Rzeszów, moving across, this top part being a lot of Łowicz, Kraków, the Podhale, Zakopane area all down here, and then this side being with some ornaments closer to the top from Wielkopolska, and then the Śląsk area down here on the bottom left.
These ornaments with folk elements on them is something pretty new in Polish tradition of making glass ornaments.
What the person did in Warsaw is take traditional embroideries from all over Poland and then created ornament bulbs that represent those various regions. So even an ornament like this, it's representing the Kraków embroidery or the Kraków floral pattern on the ladies' skirts. And so that's what they've done. This ornament represents the embroidery from the men's coat. Normally the men's coat is dark blue, but it wouldn't show up with the pattern traditional floral motif modeled in the jacket. This is something that I set up just for the Christmas season. And so I generally start decorating my home right after Halloween because it takes quite a while to get the trees up. And then because it takes so long, I try to keep them up till February 2nd, also known as Candlemas Day, which ends the traditional Christmas season in Poland. So I try to keep that tradition up.
You for sure are probably one of the favorite customers of the store in Warsaw. So I'm wondering if you are able to inspire them to perhaps create some new ornaments or just point out some interesting motifs to them?
I've actually suggested on several occasions different ideas which he's actually used and developed. I'll send pictures of various embroideries from different regions, and then she's created a new ornaments from that.
I'm very curious who is helping you to decorate the trees.
I decorate them alone. My wife, my daughters do not help me either with this tree or the other tree. And I take my time and put each ornament as I really want to in its respective place. again, trying to keep this tradition from north to south, east to west going, and I do this yearly.
So we saw these beautiful trees and they're so accomplished. So is there any room to go any further with those?
There's always room. Each year I always try to add, I contact the owner sends me pictures of all of her newest ornaments. This year I probably added 7 or 8 ornaments to the tree, and come September or so, I'll send her an email saying, show me your newest folk ornaments, and she'll send me photos of them, and I will definitely add, again, probably 6 to 8 ornaments every year, which might mean that I have to retire some of the ones that I have as the tree's getting rather full, but there's always a little bit more space on the tree for a few more ornaments.
I can see one right here.
Yeah, right there, yes.
Chuck, thank you so much for invitation to your beautiful home and for introducing us to your amazing trees. And more than anything, thank you for being such a great ambassador of Polish culture. It's amazing what you do, what you're able to do, and how you, through workshops, for instance, spread this knowledge. Thank you.
It's really been my pleasure to share my trees with everyone. We don't do a lot of hosting at home, and so this gave me a wonderful opportunity to share my love and passion with all of you. Wesołych świąt Bożego Narodzenia i szczęśliwego Nowego Roku.